Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Binky and we're going to be talking about something really cool today. So I found this online and other people have spoken about it. I had never heard of them, but it's called Xyrena from my understanding. And basically they create perfumes based off of old horror flicks, which is funny because my brother and I are totally into that. When we were little kids, we would like watch like TBS or whatever, or the different channels that were playing older horror flicks, and we would go and watch them. And I love the stuff from like the 70s, 80s, 90s. Then it started getting a little bit too violent, and it's not that I watched The Walking Dead and stuff like that when it was on. It's not that bugs me, but it was less about plot and more about like mean kills that I didn't really care for. I like the old school horror, or the things that are a little bit more creative than just to be violent, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I feel like horror flicks have kind of gone a different direction. Also in the 80s, there was some really amazingly stupid ones, like Night of the Creeps and stuff like that. It's just bad. Motel Hell, I think it is, so bad. It's just bad acting, bad everything. That's what adds to the charm. So I did end up picking up 2 of these. I'll only be looking at 1 today, but they come in things like this, like the old school VHS, and then inside is the actual perfume or fragrance inside. How cool is that? So all of you who tried to get rid of these, if you had them back in your day, you can get them back again. You won't get a tape in it. You'll get fantastic fragrances. But how cool is that? That's basically what it is. It's like a VHS, and you open it up. And yeah, so this is the thing. And the reason why I'm going to look at this one today, the other one I got, I will talk about later. I'll just show you a quickie. And they gave me a little candy. How funny is that? Oh my gosh. And then what they do is they give you these cards. Like Blockbuster. How cool is that? I love these people. So this one, Happy Birthday to Me, I'll talk about later. I was obsessed with this. During COVID, I couldn't, when it was really going strong, we couldn't leave our apartments, and my brother lived somewhere else, and so it was me, my best friend, and my brother zoomed in, and at the same time we started this movie in our apartments, and we watched it together, and I blew out my cake in the end, and I lived. So there you go. But so stupid. So brilliantly stupid. I love it. I love stupid movies from the 80s and stuff. I love it. And I mean stupid in the best way possible, not negatively. So if you're like me, there you go. I know there's not going to be much of an audience for people watching this video. I don't care. This channel, it's not about the views. It's about loving what you do and enjoying this. And I enjoy this. This brings me so much happiness. So there you go. So this is The Thing, which is such a strange movie. Basically, they're in some icy area. It's been a while since I've seen it. It's my brother's favorite film, one of his favorite films. And basically, there's some creature in Antarctic, I think it is. And there's some creature that can change form and basically causes havoc. So this is going to cost you $98 before delivery, possible taxes. And from the twisted imagination knows a perfumer, Killian Wells, The Thing by Xyrena is a paradox of extremes. Fire, Ice, Man, and Monster, based on John Carpenter's 1982 sci-fi horror masterpiece. There you go. It's the official cinematic scent archive. Isolated, dreaded the U.S. outpost number 31 at the opening that hits like a blast of cold Arctic air, clean, sharp, and unnervingly sterile. Ah, so cool. So wearability, they actually have that. Both avant-garde and highly wearable modern fragrances, along with those that fall somewhere in between. This fragrance is easy to wear, so some of them are more difficult. These are artistic pieces, but this one's a little bit better. In that, not better, but it just is wearable, is what they're saying, in comparison to some that are not. So I don't know what the notes are. They're not really putting it there. Very interesting. They're not really putting the notes. Maybe I'll find them and we'll talk about it. But, or maybe they don't want us to know. But here you go, The Thing, and this very cool bottle. Actually for 98 bucks. $98. This is really well done. See big names? You can do that. Take that, Dior. So there you, they just don't want to. They're designer. So, but, whew, Tom Ford, take that. Ooh. That's strange. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Get the thing on me. Now, nobody's ever said this. Who've seen the movie or lived it. Well, nobody really lived it. It's a movie. Nobody said, I want the thing on me. Everybody was running from it. I hate the part with the dog, though. We do not like that part. Oh. Oh, that is wild. This is so cool. So, okay. It smells like burning metal. So it smells like burning metal. I don't have the notes, so I'm just going off what I smell. But it's burning metal. Kind of reminds me of T-Rex, actually, from Zoologist. It has a little bit of that T-Rex to it, but the difference is it's a wearable T-Rex because there's a floral that comes out immediately. There's a floral that comes out in almost a medicinal smell, almost like a menthol. So almost like menthol's coming through with the florals. One floral, menthol, burning metal, and then an ice accord that's just wrapping it all up. So the ice, because they are, I think, in the Antarctic, I'm pretty sure, but don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've seen it. But it's almost like the Antarctic is wrapping it up, and they're trying to get away from this creature, and metal's burning. Oh, that's wild. They promised fire and ice, and it delivered. This is freaking cool. This is so cool. I'm so excited over this. I am so excited over this. This is like the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh. This is like me sneaking up late at night and watching movies me and my brother should not have been watching. Yeah, nothing like that. Horror flicks. They didn't want us watching stuff like that. Did we do it? Heck yeah. All night long. And they're like, why are you sleeping so long on the weekend? You went to bed early. And we're like, no, we didn't. We're sneaking this stuff. So there you go. But oh, yeah, it's that burning. It really does remind me of T-Rex, but more constraint. Like it has more constraint to it. It's easier to wear. Now, is it wearable to most people? I'm gonna say this one's no, it's not. I think it's cool. I think on the right person, this would be such a statement piece. Would I wear it again? Heck yeah. Would I wear it outside of the house? That remains to be seen. I probably would. I think it's cool. I think this is so cool. It is fire and ice with a little bit of floral and menthol to it. Oh, this is cool. This is really neat. I think I'm in love. I really do. So we're going to try it back an hour. But oh, I do want to say it's pretty strong. This is like an extract, so it is a lot stronger than other perfumes. It really is on me quite well. So 4 is really filling up the room, and I'm glad it is because it's so cool. What I'm going to do is check in back an hour to see where this goes because I am so curious because the fire and ice, and then they have pictures from it. Oh my gosh, this takes me back. I might have to buy this whole collection and go broke. I am so impressed by this brand, and this is the first thing I've smelled of theirs. Oh my gosh, huge thumbs up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check back in an hour, and we'll see where this one goes, because this is just like a kid at Halloween. See you soon. Okay, it has been an hour, and this one is still going strong. It really is. I put 2 on my wrist and then 2 on my shirt. Now this is an extract, which makes it stronger than a regular perfume because of that. So if you want something with longevity, these seem like they're a great choice, but just know they're a little bit more artsy, so not always as wearable. Now this one I'm not finding unwearable. I think it's actually kind of cool. So I'm not just getting the fire that I was before. It's actually kind of stabilized it as something really kind of cool. I'm still getting a menthol to it. I haven't been able to find the notes, so I'm going to look online and, like I said, hopefully have them at the beginning. So I'm going completely off of my senses and the little bit they told me. But I'm getting that menthol hanging over it, so there's this like charred smell. It's like T-Rex. It's that char of T-Rex from Zoologist, but on a wearable level. That to me was unrelenting, like a T-Rex is. This is more, you walk into a room and the char is the computer components or electrical components have already burnt out and there was some burning within that room, but it's stable. So that's what I'm getting from this. You definitely get that char and some electrical components, but then you have this menthol, almost minty smell, or it's more menthol, the mint that goes up above and mixes with the atmospheric scent of the ozone or the cold ice accord. Yeah, there's like this icy ice accord. I mean, icy ice accord, same thing. But this ice accord with almost like a cold feel to it with that menthol. And then it contrasts with the burning of the electrical component. And then there's almost like this not like like this nuttiness to it or something. It's almost like whiskey. There's almost like this liquor to it. It smells like whiskey. Yeah. That's really strange. So the burnt out room with the electrical components, the icy menthol and ice accord, and then this like whiskey in the middle. So it's so strange because that whiskey kind of grounds it, but the fire or the burnt out electrical components are bright, but you still have that char, which is earthy, and that whiskey scent, but the menthol and the Arctic air just create this. It's very layered. It's almost like a 3-layered cake. It's so strange, but in a very cool way. So this is just making me smile. I am so excited by this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check back in 4 hours, and it'll be dark, and hopefully the thing will not be lurking because it is cold today. And we'll talk about it because I'm really excited to keep talking about this one because it is really freaking cool. Okay, we have made it to 5 hours. Yes. Now this one isn't as strong as it was, and that's okay. You can definitely still smell it. It's just very much lightened, but it's still here. It is still definitely here. And part of it is just know that maybe some people are more sensitive to being nose blind than others. I don't know if that's the case with me, but I can still smell it. But it definitely isn't as strong as it was. So this one has been very interesting. Very, very interesting. But let's try it on the wrist here. That's really interesting, actually. It really mellows out quite a bit. It's almost like a smoldery sweetness. Yeah, you get the burning still of it, which is interesting. But the metal components aren't as strong, so it's a little bit of that fiery scent. Yep, almost like burnt wood, but very nice. With even the ice accords have kind of gone. It's just kind of like a beautiful sweetness of like kind of a sweet, to me, vanilla amber type thing on top of that. But that's my chemistry. Let's try it on the shirt because I just realized I didn't really try it on the shirt because I was so giddy. So let's try it now. Okay, on the shirt, it's definitely that charred, like some kind of fire, like a charred wood, but it's really lovely actually, and it has a sweetness to it. It's just this beautiful sweetness. A little bit of that air cord is still there, the ice accord, but it's really kind of this like almost like, it's not really vanilla, but there's a sweetness to it, like an ambery scent with a little bit of that like whiskey-ish scent that I was getting, and charred wood. So it really becomes more wearable the longer that you wear it. And actually, I don't think it's unwearable from the beginning. It is very unique. It's a very much an art piece. It may make some people scratch their head, but I still think it's definitely wearable if you are more into more adventurous artistic sense, which I have no problem with. But this one is just wild. It was just wild. Now, if I were going to put something in a box, always wear what you want. Life's too short to care what others think when it comes to, if you're not hurting anyone, who cares, right? So if I were going to categorize this one, I would definitely say this is the perfect time of year. I do think it's perfect for winter, which actually matches the feel of the movie because it is Antarctica. So cold weather would be perfect because the thing would really enjoy that. So there you go, and that's important. So definitely more of a late fall, winter scent, maybe late or early spring where it's still chilly. This wouldn't necessarily do as well in those warmer months. If you want to classify it as either feminine or masculine, I mean, you wear what you want. I would say some people, because of the components of that fire and that kind of whiskey scent to it, that some may look at that as more male. I would wear it. So, whatever. But, I could see how people would see it being more masculine for sure. It definitely is a heavier scent. It's a statement piece, and I'm really kind of enjoying it. Yes. So this was very interesting. I'm so glad. I don't even know how I found out about this. It just kind of came up. It wasn't an ad. Somebody else was talking about it. And this is just so interesting. Yeah. Now, some people will go, because they may not quite enjoy these because they've been trying to get rid of them out of the household for years, or the relatives. So they're like, no, taking up space. So I can see how some people would not necessarily care for the aesthetic. And then there's going to be the other ones who are like, this is so retro. This is so cool. I think it's pretty cool because it does look like a VHS tape. Yeah. That is wild. It really is. It has the XHS for the company, and the bottle's just really cool. I mean, really, $98. Some of them are more expensive, but for the most part, they're $98 plus shipping. This is pretty cool. This is a good buy, so I'm really excited about that one. I really am, and I think it's exciting because, like I said, this is one of my brother's favorite movies of all time. It really is. He's just enamored with it. So he's going to be so excited. He's going to be confused when he gets the package for Christmas, and he's going to go, what is this? Like, I don't have VHS. I've never had a VHS tape. What is this? Could you give me a DVD? And even that's outdated. So there you go. And I'll go open it and enjoy the magic. He will crack up. So I think if you're one of those people, or somebody who absolutely loves classic, horror films or cult classics, you may want to check out this company, because my brother he's going to absolutely love this. And of course, this was such, like I said, a dumb movie. It is so stupid. It is so amazingly stupid. I'm getting this for his birthday, and but I'll try this next time from my own collection. But he's getting this for his birthday because it's only the right thing to do. And the nice thing is, I also got Airheads, and so I'm wondering, like, that's like something you get in movie theaters or something. I don't know. I think it's so cool. This person obviously really cares about their brand and has done a phenomenal job. I know I'm glowing. I can't speak. This is amazing. It really does. So if you like Zoologist or Clue, things that are a little bit indie and artistic and a little bit different, you might want to give them a shout out, because this is pretty cool. Wow. I know. I'm like so excited. So if I were going to rate The Thing, from the sheer shock and excitement, I think I would give this a solid 8, but I'm knocking it up to 8.5, and here's why. This isn't a scent that I would normally go for, but because of how cool it is and how giddy it made me, and the smiles on my face, I had to kick it up a half. I know. It's just so cool. I just think this is like one of the coolest brands. Where have you been? Where have I been? I don't know. But yeah, I definitely give it an 8.5 just for that. This is a company that knows this aesthetic. It knows what it wants to do and how to get the right scent for each film, it looks like, though I've only tried one. I think it's so cool. How neat is that? I love people who are creative and making their dreams come true with what they love. And so, yay! I paid for this with my own money, so don't think that I'm getting paid off for this. It's mine. So there you go. But yes, so that is The Thing, which was released, I think, about 3 or 4 weeks ago from Xyrena. And with that, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.